I spent the last month remaking Super Mario, but in Minecraft. Super Mario 1's a masterpiece, which is why I'm gonna remake the game in Minecraft. I started with the main character Mario. I basically just made a custom Super Mario skin. The most I grabbed 3 colors for the red, green, and yellow. And this is looking good in games, not bad. Before the Mario eats the flower, the size of Mario is small. So I also made a small version of Mario, and I use a mod called Shrink to do that. This also looks pretty good in game. The next I'm gonna do is about movement of Mario. Now the Mario in game was able to walk, however the most basic mechanic that Mario has is jumping. Small Mario can jump higher than itself. Big Mario can jump the same height. But in Minecraft, the player can only jump the height of 1 block. I had to find the perfect height for the jumping. That would be tall enough so that Mario could jump onto the bricks and pipes. I wasn't sure how high it would be best to make Mario jump, so I started setting the delta movement of the jump to 10, and now it jumps like this. So I adjusted the value again so that it would just jump 4 blocks high. Now that Mario has all of his basic abilities, it's time to create a level map. Super Mario was originally a blocks-based game, and I ended up using a similar workflow. However, the fact was that there were so many different types of blocks that I would need, so I made 5 different types of blocks. The first block is road blocks, which Mario could walk on. I made it in block bench, and it looks great in-game, like a rock with cracks in the hills. The other is a staircase block for getting Mario to high places. Again, very simple and works well in-game. The next is question blocks. In the original game, when Mario punches a question block, it immediately changes the sprite from a yellow block to a brown block to indicate that it's been hit it, and generates coins or mushrooms or something else. So I recreated 2 kinds of question blocks, the inactive one with the question mark icon and the activated one without the icon. Next, I needed to show that Mario could hit questions blocks and get rewards item. The first question would generate a coin, so I modeled the coin. When Mario hits a question block, a coin will pop up and fall. The second question block generates mushroom that make Mario's size bigger, so I made mushroom moves like Goomba. But when Mario touches it, Mario could become bigger. The next item is a flower. The flower does not move. If you hit this question block, it will spawn a flower. If you eat this flower, you will turn into White Mario and be able to fire projectiles. So I also made it rotate and move up and down in the game. If the projectile hits an enemy, it will instantly kill them. The next block I'm gonna do is brick block. If small Mario hitting a brick block, it just make it jump up slightly, and the materials of the brick blocks will stay the same. However, if big Mario hitting a brick block, he's able to break down it into 4 pieces. Luckily, Minecraft has its own particle system. When you destroy any block, the block breaks down into many pieces, so I don't have to write extra code to get the effect of brick destruction. And the results look great. Next, I'm going to make green pipes that Mario can stand on, jump off of, or get eaten by the piranha in them. I decided to save build time by only modeling a block for pipe now. But it doesn't actually work in Minecraft because Minecraft gives the model a bounding box, and Mario can't actually jump into the hole and you can't stand on the pipe. So I made 2 pipe models, each half of a pipe, so that Mario can stand on the pipe or jump into the hole without any issues. At this point, I was getting ready to start replicating World 1, one map. But there were still a few more blocks that I needed to add. In World 1, there's a secret underground section where you can collect some coins. So I remade the brick block and the road block textures. Now I have the blue texture. Now I've built the blue basement underneath the pipe, which you can access by jumping into the pipe. Then I made the gold coin and now it looks great. In the real game it just blinks, but based on what I've seen of real-world Mario playgrounds, the gold coins should rotate. Luckily, in Minecraft, any item that falls on the ground rotates. Lastly, the flag. When Mario reaches the final level, there will be a flagpole in front of the castle. When Mario jumps on the flagpole, the higher he jumps, the more points he scores. So I created this flag. The next thing I wanted to do was create the clouds. As always, I started with a 2D shape first, but then I realized it looks fine from a 2D perspective, but it doesn't look good in 3D. So for now, I just made some simple 3D model for the cloud. Since the cloud is a block, I can't put it directly in the air, so I have to build blocks of columns underneath, then put the cloud on top of them, and finally destroy the rest of the blocks. This sounds weird. The cloud isn't that cloudy. Next, I will make the grass as it follows the same pattern as the cloud. Unlike clouds, grass is only on the ground. If you need a longer grass, you just need to place the grass block right after it. Now this place is great for adventuring. We need some enemies now. The first enemy that I started modeling was the Goomba. It took me a few attempts to get something that I liked. The first few times were too sphery looking. Finally, I made Mushroom Hat decent gradually, and the two legs underneath the feet. But in the real game, the Goomba faces outwards, not towards Mario, so I rotated the Goomba by another 90 degrees so that Mario can only see the side of his face. Goomba will keep going forward, but if he touches an obstacle, he'll go backward. So I also made Goomba able to detect blocks. Look at its feet, just rotating back and forth. Mario can't get too close to the Goomba or he'll be killed. When Mario tries to jump on Goomba's head, Goomba will get squashed. But if you kill Goomba immediately after Mario steps on Goomba's head, Goomba will disappear immediately without being squashed. I recreated the Goomba squashed model and it looks great at this size. So I simply had Goomba play the animation and die after a while. The next thing I'm going to make is a Koopa. I'm going to start with the Goomba model, remove Goomba's body and legs, copy one more half sphere, then make the Koopa's neck, Koopa's head, and eyes. Change the feet position. Now the Koopa is complete, and it looks great in the game. Koopa has pretty familiar animation cycle with Goomba. It will randomly move forward or backwards, and it kill Mario instantly. Now, with the Koopa completely finished, I had to make Mario Cloud squash the Koopa. Now, when he jump on top of a Koopa, if it's directly above it, the Koopa is stomped to death. If Mario doesn't jump from directly above, Koopa's head will retract back into the turtle shell, which will be kicked away by Mario and continue to move, killing other enemies. The last enemy I'm going to make is Piranha. I created a larger ball, removed the center of the top half, made a big lip that, in my first few attempts, this didn't look like Piranha's teeth. So I watched some more 3D Mario videos and noticed this one. The white lips are only on the edge part, and the teeth are only on the lips. So I changed my model so that these white cubes surround the edges out, and instead of cubes, the cusp teeth are little peaks, and now it looks much better. The Piranha usually survives in the pipe, and will stick its mouth out to try and eat the Mario. In Minecraft, I simply put the Piranha in the pipe and made it move around in a loop, and now it's great! Now that I have all the blocks, items, and enemies ready, it's time to recreate the entire map. The first thing I did was find a map of Mario's first level online with detailed block locations and enemy locations, which was really helpful. In Minecraft, I procedurally generate a lot of roadblocks, which makes life easier. Then it's a matter of placing brick blocks and question blocks. They usually go together. I first put some support blocks, then I put the blocks I need, then I destroy the support blocks, so that the blocks I need are in the right place. Then comes the pipe. Again, I hollow out under the third pipe and build blue passages that lead to another pipe. For the cliffs, I just remove the blocks. Again, I place a lot of stair blocks, and finally the flags and castles. Again, this looks great. To add more detail, I put some more grass and clouds. Finally, to make the map dynamic, I put enemies, Goomba, Koopa, and Piranha, and now the whole map is ready. Let's enjoy it. If you like my videos, please click subscribe. I will make more interesting videos.